Okay guys, it's planting tomato day. Oh, this is so exciting. So, yeah, let's get to it. So we're planting tomatoes and basil today in this spot. I've been watching it since I cut it and it gets a lot of sun. So exciting. So let's get started. I'll get started and then show you guys the progress as I move along. Okay, so we have tomatoes on the back row. We have different types of basil. So this one is Tulsi, lemon, cardinal. More tomatoes here. These are chocolate cherry tomatoes, and I think those are pole. And then we have marigolds, some feverfew, dill, and more basil. So I'm gonna finish up this. There's lots of people walking by. I am so shy when it comes to vlogging, guys. But anyway, let me plant up the next row of tomatoes. I want to save some room for peppers too, but we shall see. Okay, so I have quite a bit planted. Sorry about the noise. We have some basil, tomato plants, okra in here, a few pepper plants. I'm going to finish out that row of peppers, some dill, feverfew, and a few marigolds in here. I'm going to put a few more marigolds, and I put some amaranth at the back. Over here in amongst the garlic, I'm going to put some tomatoes, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to put 6 tomato plants over here. Well, actually 4. I have more tomato plants to go, but I have a few other things to do this morning, so I'll plant the other ones on tomorrow. We're supposed to get some good rain on Thursday, so we shall see, and then I'll mulch this out once I'm done with it completely. I'm gonna water this in. Actually, I'm gonna go get another basil and a few more peppers, and then be finished with this area for today and plant out these tomatoes. Good morning, guys. So it's taking me some time to pick up this camera. Every time I'm outside, I'm like, oops, I forgot the camera. So today I am sorting out trays. We have, not this weekend, but the 21st of April is the first farmer's market. So I just keep assessing what we have, and I think we'll be able to fill up 8 of these trays, and take them out with us. So I'm just seeing what we have. We had to pot up a lot of stuff over there because it was getting too big for the little pots, as is a lot of stuff. As you can see, like the chives here, like it's a lot. And then I'm looking to see what needs to go in the ground right now. Is not going to make it to the market. A lot of my lemon basil, this is not going to make it to the market. So I'm going to put it into the ground. It's still putting out new leaves, so it's going to rain today all day, so I'm just going to put this in the ground. These two, that makes space for other items. But yeah, I think I'm going to take you guys with me to Lowe's just to look around to see what they have, and I'll check back in with you guys tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Come on. We're going.
So I planted the lemon basil over here in this bed. This is an herb bed with irises in it and some daffodils. I put it in here that way I could keep a watch on how it's doing, instead of in the front where it would receive a lot of sun right away and probably, you know, not be good for it. This is our progress over here. So we have feverfew. The little sticks you see are to protect the plants from the squirrels. It's not working very well, but soon they'll be out of there. The sticks, that is, so that the plants can move around a bit. But Otis needed some help, and the pieces there to protect the soil in those places. Yeah, but we have celosia, we have strawflower, we have snapdragons, crespida over there, our tulips. Hopefully those can go to the market if they stay really together, but I'm not sure. And we have calendula that has yet to flower, but that's okay. Yeah, we had a lot. So, yeah. And our hydrangeas survived all those cold nights, so they're looking pretty healthy, especially over here. Yeah. But we're gonna go to Lowe's. Good morning, guys. So I am outside. I have basil that has roots. I already potted up one the other day, so I'm gonna pot up, I think this is 5 of them here. So I have my pots, and I try to keep these out the sun while I'm doing it. I started one pot, but I was like, oh, I need some more. So I try to do it as soon as I see them showing signs of roots. That way they can grow faster. Oops. So these are from the last video where I cut them off and then put them into water so that I could have more plants, more basil plants. A pecan. On that. And I just water them in. This one probably need a bigger pot actually. It's stand up a little bit too tall for that pot. So let's see what we have over here. Nope. That's not big enough. Yep, that's bigger. them in this little tray out of the sun. So they have time outside, but time to acclimate. I should probably put this one with them. And just water them in. A little bit. This area by our car stays pretty sunless all day, so I think this is a good place for them. So like I said yesterday, I've been spending a lot of time putting all of the herbs together that are going to go out to the market, not this Sunday but next Sunday. It's pretty exciting. It rained really good last night, so stuff's standing up and looking good. From here on out, the weather will be nice enough for everything to stay outside all the time. See, our lilies are starting to come in, so we'll have cut flowers soon for the market as well. Oh, let me show you the other area. But you know what? If you all have never planted tarragon, please do, because it comes in really well. I'll show it to you. We started this tarragon from seed and it is huge, but that's going to market too. Yeah, pretty excited, trying to narrow everything down. At first I was bringing flowers and stuff, but I was like, no, stick to the herbs, it's easier. You don't want a whole lot of stuff. Gets confusing. Our Tulsi basil is doing really well. I need some more soil to put some in different pots, in bigger pots, like this one. Yeah, but it's not too bad. It's doing okay in there. But see, we potted these up and they filled up those containers. So we have quite a bit of basil over here. But I'm excited for the market, and let me show you my other flowers. Itty bitty basil baby area over here where I just bring them outside so they can get some light and everything. But these have been acclimated to outside. These, the peppermint, this is their first day outside. So they won't be out here long. Yeah. This is our chamomile. It's struggling in the pots, so I have it sitting in water to help it out a bit. Once it's planted, it's fine. It's just because I had to plant quite a few of them because they were, oh look, we have flowers. I'm going to collect those. But once they're in the ground, they're fine. They just grow really fast, and I didn't realize that. And see, we have some that I planted last year, chamomile, but I planted that this year and all of those this year, and they're flowering already. We have in this bed we have snapdragons growing. Remember those, guys? I didn't think they were going to grow, but they did. And I just have to, I don't know when to snap the top, but I think I'm supposed to pinch. You're supposed to pinch them if you want them to branch out. So I think this one can be pinched. I think it's ready to pinch that one. But I'm gonna go to YouTube University first to make sure I'm pinching it right, because I don't know if I'm supposed to take this whole center out or just these top leaves right here. But I remember from pinching pepper plants that they turn into two plants. So yeah, here we have straw flowers and amongst snapdragons. I want a full box. We have marigolds here. We have zinnia, Benary's giant on the end because I want flowers everywhere so I can collect those. We have celosia here. We have amaranth. We have gumfrina in here. My, what do you call those? Sweet peas. They're doing okay. I think it's too warm for them at this point. And we have gladiolas over there, and our hydrangeas are doing really well. Here, this is I'm getting ready to take our tulips out, but I'm taking my time because I was hoping to bring these to market, but as you can see, they're spent on top, some of them. These are really good. These are looking kind of rough, but as you can see, what's dispersed between them are also sunflowers, so they need to move. And I put some marigolds in there and some zinnia, but they need light, so I need to move these. But we have one more week, so hopefully they can hang on. I have celosia in the pots. Here we have calendula. We have linaria there. It's starting to flower. I didn't know it was going to look like this, like really skinny. But they come back every year. These are marigolds. We have feverfew. Oh, I forgot to show you guys feverfew. That's feverfew right there in the center. Hydrangea. Yeah, we have chamomile in here. And this is, I think, straw flower. Yeah, that's straw flower in the back. I just want them all growing together. Flower, flower, flower. And also, the reason why these are all flowers this year, if you've been following me for a couple of years, this is normally where I put tomatoes and whatnot. The reason why I changed it this year was because I'm learning each year that if you want your beds to stay healthy, you really, for your plants, you really have to, plant something different. You have to rotate. Otherwise, what happens is, if I put those tomatoes and peppers in there, like last year, there are certain bugs and pests that attack them that are waiting for them to go in this box. And so, and I found that out last year. But I did rotate some over here, and they did tomatoes last year. I did them here, so I just decided to do everything flowers, clear out the soil. And sunflowers really do regenerate soil. So if you're looking to, for your soil to get a healthy dose or, of new minerals and whatnot, I don't know the specifics, but I do know that sunflowers help rejuvenate your soil and take out lots of toxins and things. So if you're looking to turn over your soil or start it fresh, plant some sunflowers, or flowers in general help out a lot. Here, our yarrow is huge, so I'm hoping we get big flowers from that. And we have yarrow here. We have a lot of yarrow in here. I transplanted a lot last year. We have celosia. We have poppies. They're coming up now. We have bee balm, salvia, and I have some straw flower in the front. Here we have gladiolas, but I dispersed between them amaranth and marigolds, and we have all of this in the front, and that way as I cut the gladiola, there's flowers behind it. And I put some celosia in with Maya's peppermint plants. Celosia's there. And okra. So yeah, let me know what you guys are doing this year. I'm hoping everything flourishes, and we're just gonna keep going with our vlogging, because this makes it so much easier, guys, because I'm doing so much. It's hard to focus on one thing. I think next week I'll focus on my blackberry and raspberry bushes and the lemon trees, and really get into that. And our eucalyptus tree, that's something we just added this year. So, and our grapevine looks pretty, it's a lot healthier. I mentioned this is our first year getting hellebores. So I put that plant in like three years ago. So this, and last year it gave us one, but I really wasn't paying attention to it. But this year it gave us a bunch, and now it's leafing out. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but because it's leafing out, but it's not flowering. So we shall see. But it's beautiful. And our peony, if you remember, I moved a hydrangea that was there because it was blocking the peony. And that peony was there before that hydrangea. So I thought it probably was easier to move the hydrangea than it was to move the peony. I have moved peonies before. So if somebody tells you can't move them, you can. I moved 4 last year and they all came up. I'll show you guys that next week if I can remember. Because you can move them, but you have to make sure you get the whole what do you call that, bulb, the whole bulb intact, because any part of it missing, yeah, it'll just die, because once you put them in the ground they prefer to be left there. But where I had our other 4 was not conducive to how big peonies can get. So but back to the grapevine. The hubster planted the grapevine 2020, and hold up, and he planted blackberries too. I see. Okay, so this is the grapevine. Okay, but blackberry bushes are pushing up against the grapes, but that's okay. It's like a wild area, can't get in there. But as you can see, the blackberries are putting up buds, which is cool, and our blueberries are putting up buds. So yeah. And last year our grapevine didn't do so well because we got too much rain. So hopefully it'll do a lot better this year if we get to it before the pests do. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. See you guys in the next one. Bye.